I get asked occasionally how I got into real estate because my background is my dad was a pharmacist and he owned a drugstore, and he kept me in the drugstore as a kid to keep me out of trouble and did a decent job. And but with that being said, I think that's where my skills for talking to people were developed, was because customers would come in the store. I developed a relationship with all of them because they knew me as Harper's son, and so it was fun growing up like that.
When I think back, what stirred my interest for anything that had to do with outdoors was getting to go hunting when I was a kid. My granddad had a farm down Ballard, which is the same current farm that I hunt on right today. Now then my son gets to hunt on it, and he's taking his son. It was something I put a lot of effort and a lot of time in on our farm. My granddad's at the time, whenever he was still alive. I think that was the part that I loved most about it, was because I knew I was going back to his house and hanging out with him after I got done hunting and waiting to go back in the afternoon. Because he was always fun to talk to, because he would tell me about different stories from his days. Those are the things that I want for my kids. I want for my grandkids, And that's the stuff that you can tell them about it, but they really are not going to develop that passion or that interest unless you go and do it and see it for your own, see it for yourself. It was one of those things growing up that I had such a great appreciation for that farm, that whenever the time came for me as an adult, I knew that it was something that I wanted to put my interest in, is because I had a passion for all those things, whether it was farming or whether it was hunting. And, for me, farming means taking care of my horses and taking care of our cows. Those are all aspects of what I enjoy, things I enjoy about having land, having something to go to and spend time doing something with it that I enjoy. And to me, having that ability and having that opportunity, it is rewarding. You have an appreciation for people that are doing things on a much bigger scale than what I am, as far as, the horses, or whether it's cows or whether you're row crop. You have a bigger appreciation for what they do, because it don't come without a little effort, a little bit of hard work. It's something that I take myself a very sincere appreciation, because ever since I've had the ability to have that kind of setup, to have horses and a place to keep them and have a barn and things like that, I've done it. And it's just been because it was something that I gravitated toward growing up around it, and I loved it. I just love it. There's a lot of things that comes with owning a piece of ground that you just I don't feel like a lot of people get out of it what they can if they really stopped and took appreciation for what it has to offer, because there's a lot of things that we can really, really, really understand. How we get complacent every day with just coming home and going in the house, being still. But I think if you ever really got out in the outdoors and went out in the woods and spent a couple of afternoons just messing around and seeing what all nature God has put on this earth for us to take part in and have and enjoy, that is the stuff that you really get still and you start appreciating things.
So started selling houses and did real estate this is coming up will be my 20th year. And I loved all of it, but I still kept in the back of my mind, I'm not fulfilled what I really want to accomplish now. So when we opened Houseman Partners, it was still on my mind. I still got this niche. I want to do this. And it wasn't just sell, houses. So 5 years ago, we opened the Land and Farm division, and that's where my background from when I was a kid. Yeah, I was in the drugstores whenever I had to work, but when I wasn't, I was down at my granddad's at the farm in Ballard, hanging out with them, working in tobacco, trying to help them, and hunting, fishing, doing all those things that I enjoy. So with that being said, it all translates into, the real estate side of selling farms. And I love it. I love the aspect of getting out in the side-by-side or walking or whatever it is that we're doing and just seeing all the country and seeing all the different properties, and whether it's houses or whether it's a 3-acre piece of ground somewhere, it doesn't matter. I just enjoy it. Thankful that I get to do it, and that's the part, that's kind of brought me to the point where I'm like, this was what I was hoping for. So to say that I love it is an understatement. To say that that Jess and I both don't think about it 24/7. We do, and it's only because we just never feel like we have to work. We love what we do.